So what will happen if you mix old tech with absolutely fantastic aesthetics? Let's find out in the review. Hello my friends, I hope you feel happy. So another Metaverse kit review here. I need to mention that Burning Gundam is also coming up. I am very curious about the poses it can maintain and hope it will not be disappointment in these terms. I'm waiting also for Plutine Gundam, but my package was lost for a couple weeks, so I don't know when it will arrive. But for now, let's focus on this absolutely stunning looking kit. So basically this kit is based on the old high grade Gundam Double O Diver and as well as Double O Diver Ace. And obviously this whole line is a variation about Gundam Double O from Gundam Double O. Bandai was not only inspired by the design itself but also some old specs of the original kits, unfortunately, but later about it. As this Gunpla is a part of the Build line anime, Gundam Build Metaverse short series, basically it is a custom build model for a tournament, like fights between Gunplas in a virtual world in this case. The unit was piloted by Riku Mikami, and I wish it got some more screen time, but still it was quite nice in the show. Mechanical designer of the unit was Kanetake Ebikawa, best known from his contribution work of the original 00 series Gundam Age and Crossbone and as well as Build and IBO series. On board you will find 11 runners. The build was very nice, I must admit. I had fun during assembly, everything worked perfectly here. As expected, you will find some color correcting stickers here. They go for the head, chest, GN drives, GN swords and arms. Here you can see the difference with and without the sticker under the clear plastic, so you can decide what fits you the best. And the same in the arms section with and without. I must admit I don't like those stickers on the clear parts of the GN sword as well as on the foot. In fact, I did not apply them. They look ugly and I hate color correcting stickers like these. In the head you have two options, sticker or nicely looking color part, so you can decide what fits you the most. Next set of stickers is absolutely top notch. It's a well-known 3D stickers from, for example, MGX, Perfect Grade Unleashed and Miles Kenbu models. They are absolutely top. They look more like a clear part plastic than a sticker and I hope this will become standard someday. I love them. They reflect light perfectly and look with class. And speaking about the clear parts, these are not regular clear plastic parts. They are made from resin and reflect light so nicely, I must admit. They will not glow under the black light so much like the regular clears. They will grab the light on the edges. Do I need to say that it looks top? I am a clear plastic lover, so I'm very impressed by this package. But they are not perfect, unfortunately, but later about it. Manual is as always fantastic and I really love that they managed to give us more colorful instructions lately. It just fits me and reminds me of good old mangas where you have a couple colored panels as a bonus to the regular grays. Great. As we have zero problems during the build, unfortunately this kit has some fitting problems here and there. And also the polycaps are very meh. They are going to be loose quickly, so just apply some top coat out of the box to prevent any trouble. Also, I don't like one thing if it comes to look. Under the clear parts in the head you can see plastic pegs and they don't look good here. It is of course a small detail, but yeah. And if it comes to nub bugs, yes, they are present here, so you need to do some cleaning. We have some leftovers here both from Gundam 00 and Gundam 00 Diver. You can use some of this and change the appearance if you like. We still pay for the extra plastic, but I think it's a nice addition here and you can use them for some custom projects, so I'm okay with that. Also, there are some things that manual will not show you. You can do a simple modification trick if it comes to the burst sword form. By adding some small piece to tighten this section, I've used just a piece of cardboard to show this quickly, you will achieve a new form of this weapon. For me it looks absolutely cool. You can modify arc bracers to a regular sword with a handle form. You just simply put them here as they fit perfectly and boom! Now it can chop with a new style. It's not entirely perfect if it comes to aesthetics, but still a nice one. And if you are a fan of armored core, you can easily place GN swords on the back. You just remove the blue part and you are good to go. If it comes to the design itself, I love it! Really, this one deserves to be a master grade. I'm not so much in love with the original 00, as there are some small things here and there, design-wise, that just, I don't like much. I mean mainly the head and chest shapes. It's not awful or something, but I prefer Exia and Quant so much more. But this edition of 00 is fantastic and I can't wait to assemble this one for all the over-the-top deadly close combat armaments it comes with. Love it. But for me personally, this one perfected all those aspects. First of all, I love the color scheme and saturation. My all-time favorite orange-yellow accent color is here, beautiful blue/violet looks top, well-known white armor parts are absolutely top as always, inner frame is in grey, and finally creme de la creme of this kit and some new addition from Bandai, resin parts. They are absolutely top-notch and I am a clear parts maniac. This thing looks just best. For me personally, a lot of build series kits are a little over-designed, especially in terms of color palette or color schemes, that most of the time they feel just off for me. But this thing is just perfect in any terms. The balance between color scheme, badassness and overall presence is top-notch. Of course it depends on personal taste as always, so leave a comment how you feel about this design. If it comes to accessories, we have very nice set here. I'm counting all we have in the package, even if it is a bonus. So let's go. We have a very nice set of interchangeable hands, pair of open action hands, 2 pairs of fist/grabbing hands and pair of hands for the GN swords in a gun form. Very nice. Next we have 2 beam swords. I love the handles, you can hide them in the back skirts while not in use, not much to say about them. We have those GN swords. Very nice looking and you can change the way of how they can destroy your enemies. Thanks to movable handles they can transform into a gun. Little Final Fantasy VIII vibe here. They are very cool and I'm glad they included them in the package. While not in use, you can attach them to the side skirts and must admit that it adds extra flavor to the appearance overall. Yeah, I love it! Also, like I mentioned before, you can attach them to the backpack. Now the arc drive units. You can open the GN drive, don't know if you see this well on camera, but in person those 3D stickers look simply fantastic. You can attach the clear parts to achieve burst high maneuver mode and articulate them very nicely with some sick poses. And unfortunately, these clear parts are very loose, I mean very loose, especially the big part. Top coat on the blue plastic is almost crucial here to avoid screaming in anger while posing. Next thing is that you can slide the handle and turn it into a burst big-ass sword. Like I mentioned before, you can also modify it very easily to make this a big deadly lance. You can remove the side parts for the regular burst sword or leave them to have this over-the-top look. You decide. You have this small part that you can cover the hole for the stand. Nice to have this on board. You also have this clear part that you can attach to the backpack. And I must say this here. This reminds me Tekkaman Crystal. Any fans of Tekkaman? This is the first mecha show I watched when I was young, but I already understand something more than just big fighting robots. Great anime with overall nice plot and Tekaman suits are absolutely fantastic. I started collecting models from Orange Cat Industry and I will review them and also talk about the anime itself a little bit, as I think it deserves better attention. But anyway, here comes my favorite set here, Arc Bracers. I just love swords attached to the forearms, it's so badass. They are very nice aesthetically, and thanks to those movable parts you can simply attach the effect part and boom! Absolutely top. Simple but top. And if you wanna add the handle as a bonus, no problem. I love poses with those things. And speaking of which, this thing can do some really nice poses, but unfortunately the polycaps, they suck big time. Legs like to jump off easily, the G and drive polys are tragic and will run from you when you look at them too long. Also the clear parts are sitting there just waiting to jump off. The leg parts armor is sitting here just for fun, so a lot of imperfections here that should be upgraded by Bandai, but we all know the facts. So you need to do it by yourself if they will bother you when posing. But we have some nice articulation points that allow for very nice poses, I mean very nice poses. And all I can say is that I love this kit mostly for the appearance when posed. Really top notch, and I was surprised how well this thing can do and how dynamic it can be for a regular high grade. So I introduce you to the new category in my reviews. A lot of people like to take photos of their favorite Gunplas and post them on social media. So I decided to include this section also to show you what you can achieve with some nice angles and how the kit acts overall in front of the camera. You can of course take good photos of every Gunpla really, but not all of them like to act dynamic. And I am of course not a master of photography by any kind, and I am a self-learning dog in these terms, but will do my best to show you some nice things and shots. So let's check some of the photos I took. In my opinion, this one presents itself fantastic on photos thanks to good posability. A lot is going on here in terms of presence, so yeah, you can easily make this a wallpaper or a print. I love this. So finally, let's take a look at all the articulation points here. You have a double ball joint in the neck with a nice move range. Full rotation of the arm. Very nice butterfly movement here. Arm can go as far as that. You can't move shoulder armor by itself. Full swivel in the upper arm. Almost double bend in the elbow, limited by the armor parts. You can move these parts freely, hands are on the ball joints, full swivel in the tummy, and this section likes to make trouble, so watch out. It can jump off easily, you can do some bends here and there, but overall nothing fantastic. Front skirt is on the ball joint and can do some dynamic movement. Side skirts are movable, back skirt is fixed. Jean-Claude Van Damme spread. You can adjust the position of the legs nicely thanks to this movable part. Full swivel of the leg. Double bend in the knee. You can move this part, but it's very loose overall. Foot can do crazy stuff on the ground. Very nice movement range. In terms of size, this one is a regular Gundam and similar to most high grades. It presents itself truly top among other Gunplas thanks to accessories, clear parts and overall badassness. So, quick size comparison with other Gunplas. So in quick conclusion, go buy it. It's fairly cheap and the package is truly awesome. Kit itself is not free of some issues here and there, and they are all easy to fix, but I can't tell that this one is perfect, unfortunately. But hey, it is a model kit after all. Thank you for watching. If you are new here, consider the subscribe button if you dig my work and become part of the Artz community. This is my last video of 2023, so wish you all the best and see you virtually in 2024. Ciao!